Hello, and thank you for listening to WRYAT, New Orleans' fifth-ranked public radio station. As always, we're broadcasting live from a prefabricated Home Depot shed located off of South Carrollton by the Popeyes. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Fleur de Lily Fashion Files. I'm Lily, your resident expert on all things fashion here in the Big Easy, or NOLA, as we locals like to call it. I also talk to y'all about my favorite lifestyle tips, tricks, and hacks, including things like recipes, home decor, and the best way to communicate your intentions to carry and birth a child with your husband. Just kidding, Doug. I think. Whatever. So, as your resident expert on the lifestyles worth living, the program director at the radio thought I would be perfect to tell y'all about some alternative lifestyles. Now, you all know how much I like my traditional, wholesome Christian values and American lifestyle, so I didn't really want to do the assignment, but I wasn't in any position to say no, being as we ain't unionized yet, and I didn't want him to give another job to that himby-jimby fella who don't know nothing. Just kidding, Himby. Don't be mad at me. I know what I'm talking about. Despite my misgivings, since I am such an expert on all things lifestyle, I'm going to tell you about 3 alternative lifestyles you can live around the NOLA area. First up is this new, I guess you could call it a fitness craze called yoga. Just popped up out of nowhere sometime in the last 10 years, and I never heard of it before that. But now it seems like all the other housewives in my neighborhood are sort of into it. So looks like it's catching on. My neighbor Beverly invited me to go to a class with her at a place called Mantra Momentum. Now, I know I said class, but don't worry, it's not like school. If you decide to attend one of these yoga classes, what you're going to want to do is put yourself in your comfy spandex, bring yourself a padded mat, and basically what it is the teacher puts on like some calming noises like waves crashing and wind chimes. She lights some incense, and then you do a bunch of stretching with your eyes closed for like an hour. Now, let me tell you, it was very relaxing, and I even fell asleep a little bit at the end when they have you lie down with your eyes closed for 10 minutes for something called Shabbat Shana, whatever. But the best part of this lifestyle is all the cute merch you get to buy. The yoga studio I went to had some cute tank tops with their little logo. All the ladies had some sleek and beautiful Lulu's Lemons leggings. And the mats themselves, those can run you a pretty penny if you want the nice padded ones, and they come in all kinds of cute colors and styles. I can see why people adopt this yoga lifestyle because there's no shortage of fun stuff to collect to express yourself in your inner eyes and your chakras, which is something the yoga teacher taught me about. Now, this next lifestyle, unfortunately, does not come with a lot of cute merch to express yourself with. In fact, there's no merch at all. For this lifestyle, I visited a commune near my home on the North Shore called the Wild Bush and Berry Retreat, and this is, kids, cover your ears real quick, a nudist colony. That's right, they don't wear any clothes. This is something I just don't understand. There's men's, women's, littles, with all their bits hanging out for everyone to see, just living together, bathing in the creek, and milking the cows as naked as God made them. Don't get me wrong, God don't make mistakes, so there's nothing wrong with the nude form in and of itself. But I don't understand how these people go through life without the desire or wherewithal to show who they are and what they stand for through their clothing. I mean, I feel like I'm nothing without my Gucci handbag, my collection of Dolce & Gabbana t-shirts, not to mention my Chanel sunglasses and my Yeezy sneakers. And of course, there's my favorite brand of all, the big LV, that's Louis Vuitton. Now, when I'm wearing my logos and my symbols head to toe, I never feel more like myself. Therefore, this nudist lifestyle is pretty out there if you're a person who really likes to express themselves and doesn't want to conform to what everyone is telling you not to wear. I mean, when you're wearing nothing at all, you all kind of look the same, just like a bunch of humans, and that makes me sad. However, for some people that I have just learned about, expressing yourself through fashion might not be as easy as going to the Lakeside Mall and loading yourself up on your favorite brands. These people, I'm told, are on what's called a limited income, which means they don't make as much money as you or I, or especially not Doug. As a quick explainer, there is a thing called the minimum wage, and this is the lowest they can get away with paying you, according to the law. So some people make this wage, and their parents, or Doug, don't have money to give them to help them out, and they have littles to support all the time. So, as you might imagine, this money does not go very far, and these people live the alternative lifestyle called living below the poverty line. Many of them do not even own their houses, if you can imagine, and they have to live in apartments, sometimes in not so nice areas of town where there is a lot of blat and crime, which is all a NOLA if you ask me. So instead of going to the mall or even Target, they might shop at Walmart or this place called the thrift store, which is apparently a place where people donate used items and they are sold at a low, low price back to people who are in need. Now, personally, I don't know why anyone would choose to live this lifestyle. If your job pays minimum wage, why not get a better job? This just does not make sense to me. Doug's parents saved money their whole lives in a college fund so Doug could get a degree in engineering and make lots of money for us. So these options are out there. You just have to get up off your bum, pardon my French, and get out there and look for them. And save some of the littles you keep in for those of us who want them, would you? I mean, why not put them up for adoption so that deserving couples like me and Doug can provide them with a good home and future? All I'm saying is, no offense if you live this lifestyle, but it's a lifestyle of your choosing. And I think we can all agree that God gives us the tools to succeed. So if you don't want to be living the poverty lifestyle anymore, all it takes is some hard work and gumption and faith to be able to get to where you need. All right, I hope you learned something new about different alternative lifestyle, because I sure did. I learned that my married Christian American lifestyle was better than all of the alternatives, but I always had a feeling that it was. See you next time on Fleur de Lis Fashion Files.
Located in the heart of the Marigny, it's Little Baby Boo Boo Sex Shop. We are not the only sex-positive shop in New Orleans, but we are the only one to specialize in adult baby fetishes. Our store offers a wide range of pleasure toys to stimulate you and your partner. Are you a bear and a cub couple? Lipstick lovers? Or trying to spice it up with your longtime partner? Well, I have the toys for you. We have toys that offer vaginal stimulation, clitoral stimulation, and anal stimulation, cock rings to fit anything you swing about. Taste a sample from our lubrication bar. Strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, or my favorite, banana. 'Cause at Little Baby Boo Boo Sex Shop, if we don't have a toy that gets them wet, then I'll wet my diapers. So come on down and say peekaboo to me, Little Baby Boo Boo, the 46-year-old man with a diaper fetish, and his partner, adult man Steve.
Hey.
At Little Baby Boo Boo Sex Shop, because if we don't see you, then you don't exist.
Hello, and welcome to Guided Meditations Through History. I'm here today because sometimes life is stressful and we need to meditate. But also, sometimes we want to learn about the world and its history and make sure we don't repeat the mistakes that came before us. This meditation is proof that you can do both at the same time. Please join us as we work on calming our mind. At the same time, we nourish it with lessons from the past. Begin today by centering your concentration and getting into a comfortable position. Then, close your eyes. Soften the lines of your forehead and jaw. Take a deep breath and inhale and exhale. Focus on the soothing quality of your exhale. Breathe purposefully and feel the empowerment of that breath. Now, I want you to picture yourself on the ocean. You see water as far out into the horizon as you can see. You smell the crisp ocean air. You hear the waves going in and out, and you feel yourself rocking back and forth and you see an iceberg on the starboard side, traveling toward you at 22 knots an hour. And you know your ship won't have time to turn away due to the limitations of the boat's steam-powered rudder. When the grinding crash shakes the whole ship, several chunks of ice fall around you, and one knocks out a deckhand as a fellow passenger screams in shock. How are you doing? Do you still sense any tension? That's okay. It's normal for stress to linger in the body, even during meditation. Sometimes it takes time to let go. When you notice stress, just choose a home base for your body that's not too tense but not too drifty, and revel in the power of your breath. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Good. Keep breathing. Now you're back to staring at the ocean, and your ship just collided with a 400-foot-tall iceberg, tearing 6 gashes into the port side hull and completely shattering a number of the protective plates that were meant to keep water out of the inside of the ship. While standing on the deck, you sense a vague tilt that you deduce can only mean that the boat is sinking, and you think immediately of your wife and 2 young children below deck. They are in the very bottom hold of the ship, near boiler room number 6, and you start to run inside the flooding vessel as you see your fellow first-class passengers trampling the deckhand that got knocked out earlier. The bloodied contents of his skull seem to congeal immediately as they hit the frigid night air. How are the contents of your skull? Do you feel any bracing or rigidity? If so, go back to your breathing practice and ease your mind. Your mind is a muscle of equanimity. Make sure that muscle is not too uptight and that it's existing at peace with this moment and this moment and this moment. Breathe in your concentration and breathe out the sensation of inner contentment. Your breath is your tool for peace. So you just left the misty red vapor of a deckhand's death behind you, and you're back to the inside of the sinking Titanic, where you're running down one ornate stairway at a time against crowds of desperate passengers, and everyone is pushing you against the banisters and almost over the railings as they stampede in the opposite direction to get above deck. Someone breaks your toes with a panicked stomp. You know, as you run to the quickly rising waters of the ship's hold to try to find your family, that you don't have much time. When you do find your family's cabin, you can hear them struggling to open the door against the rush of incoming North Atlantic waters. You hear the garbled cries of "Daddy" from your daughter's mouth as the rushing sea starts to rise above your waist. Are you still relaxing? Still in the moment? Good. Remember to fight off any and all distractions with your breathing practice. Breathing is power. Breathing is the essence of contentment. Back at the ship, you couldn't get the door open, and your family's screams eventually subside into gurgles, and then silence. Your body is fully submerged in the coldest water you've ever felt. You no longer feel your broken toes. As you slowly rise to the ceiling, you try to breathe in the gap of remaining air as it gradually inches away. And before your head goes under, you take one last breath in and then out, and then you drown, along with 1,500 other Titanic passengers. So that's the meditation for today. Feeling relaxed, feeling calm and open and clear? If not, that's okay. Meditation is a journey. Concentrate on emptying your mind and always, always breathe. You'll get it next time. Join us next week for our next meditation when we calm our minds to a recounting of the eruptions of Pompeii that killed 300 Italians. Thank you for your practice.
We now pause this programming for station identification and remind you that you are tuned in to New Orleans' own WRYAT Pirate Radio. Learn more about our programming online at WRYATradio.com and follow us on Instagram at WRYATradio. As always, you can listen to this and previous radio broadcasts on YouTube, Spotify, or anywhere else you download or stream podcasts. Thank you for tuning in to WRYAT New Orleans Pirate Radio.
Coming up next on WRYAT, TED Talks.
Sup, dudes? It's your boy Tadwin Murphy here. I'm still on like a journey of self-discovery to a destination of self-improvement. I mean, I hope I am. It ain't easy trying to learn from my old toxic Tadwin ways, and I use my past experiences to build a better Tadwin for the future. You know? I'm still doing it though, and in an effort to hold myself accountable, I'm taking all you dudes along for the ride. You've been here with me since college. You've been with me since TED Talks. And now I want you to be with me while I call my ex-girlfriend to try to figure out where I went wrong in our relationship and how to fix my behavior going forward. This is TEDx, dudes. Before we get into today's call, I want to give a shout out to my producer, my guru, and my best bud since our soup and salad dorm talk days back in college. Let's give it up for Steve-O, dudes.
Did you want me to say something or...
Steve-O, yes, dude. I'm not trying to bust your giggles, dude, but for real, you should know this by now. We are live and rolling, buddy.
Well, what?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about. I had a crazy dream last night. I dreamt I was 10 again. School just ended and I had to spend the summer with my grandparents and granddad, dude.
Yeah, I remember you said once that you really did not like going there, dog. You said you never felt like you were alone and like someone was always watching you or something.
Yeah, dude, it's true. Kind of funny now thinking back on it, but not really. It still makes my arm hair stand up and I get goose pimples on my skin, dude.
I mean, Tedward, you were like a kid in a new environment, dog. I mean, you were away from friends and familiar routines. Were you alone with like only adults? I mean, there had to be another kid around somewhere, right?
Yeah, well, there was this one girl, Steve-O, dude. I don't want to say her name more than I have to, dude. You know, like Bloody Mary or Candyman or that Beetlejuice thing. If you say their names 3 times, they will appear or manifest in some tangible way, dude.
Okay, I may not remember this girl, but I definitely remember that all those other people are fictional. You know, they're not real. Seriously, what's her name, Tedward?
Her name's Corey, dude.
What? Come on, Tedward, just say it like in a normal podcast speaking tone, dog. I mean, you only have 2 chances left.
Corey, dude.
Rory? Really?
Okay, Steve-O. Yes, we get it. Her name is Corey, dude. That's Corey. Richard's daughter.
Okay, dog. Corey. Got it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if I struck a nerve there, Tedward. I'm so sorry.
I was having one of those PTSD daydreams, dude, just like saying her name. Made like all these images and sound clips play in my brain, dude.
I'm sorry?
Apologies accepted, Steve-O, and I thought she was hella hot, but like in a girls have cooties kind of way, dude.
Wow. You never told me like any of this, dog. I had no idea you were in this like coming of age, how does my body work, meet cute buddy romantic partnership, you know? It's very wholesome.
I'm an onion, Steve-O. Layers, buddy. This one ruined me like before I even knew you, you know? Because I was a kid.
Yeah, dog. And you grew since then. Up and out. No, you grew a lot. I'm sure Corey has too. You seem real shook up over this Corey lady, man.
Now stay quiet, dude. We messed up big time. That's got to be her calling, dude. I don't want to answer it.
Oh, dog, you got to answer it. We don't have an answering machine. I mean, it's just going to keep ringing. It's like... This is like a whole new era of anxiety for me, dog. Like a different layer of anxiety. Hell, I mean, okay, you're not gonna do it. Okay, fine, I'll get it, Tedward. Fine.
Put Tedward on, please.
Tedward dude. Tedward Murphy here. Is this who I think it is?
It is. How have you been, Tedward?
Well, remember when we were kids and we did like some things together, like the experiments we would do together? Like, I'm kind of embarrassed by some of that stuff, and like I shoved all those memories, like our shared memories, to the back part of my brain. Then did drugs and booze to kill them more. Cause you kind of scare me a bit, and you always have.
Wow, dude, you coming out swinging, man.
He's not wrong. We definitely did things together that kids should not be doing.
Okay, dude, Steve-O, it's not what you're thinking. Nothing sexual like Blue Lagoon, but with clothes on and grand out, dude. But definitely stuff I'm still ashamed of saying. But like, she's crazy for real, dude. Like, she was always hanging around, and if she wasn't, she was calling me. Like, we both had flip phones, and we exchanged numbers, but I gave you my number. Don't call me, text. And it was always like, what are you doing? And I was like, hating grand out, dude.
I'm not saying that I did not call aggressively, but I wanted to get in touch with you just like today. Some things happened in Grand Isle after the last hurricane season. We did some work, and I thought that thing we buried together would stay buried, but it did not. So I moved it. I took my share, and I just wanted to give you your fair share of it. Do you remember?
No, I don't. Could you give me a hint? That doesn't sound so crazy.
It's gold.
What kind of hint is that, dude? All kinds of things are gold. Stars, rules, flakes. But the only thing I think she means is the gold bars we found. Oh, dude, I totally forgot. We found like 30 gold bars, dude.
Whoa, Corey, is that the gold you're talking about? My name's Steve-O, by the way.
Well, I kept my 15 gold bars, but I wanted to figure out a way to bring them to Tedward from here in Grand Isle. So, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt something?
No, it's okay, dog. It's just you called us, and we're here doing our little like podcast show thing together. Tedward's been calling his exes to learn why things didn't work out and how to be a better person along the way. He made it seem like you're this like evil spirit or a completely crazy person who was obsessed with him growing up. But from what I can gather, you're just calling to give him 15 gold bars. That's like the nicest thing anybody can call anyone about.
Y'all have a podcast?
What? Are you fucking with me right now, dude? Not to be a dick, but I think you're crushing on Corey, dude.
Tedward, I mean, you just hung up on your ex. I wanted to give you 15 gold bars. She doesn't seem nuts like you claimed. I mean, I hope she calls you back.
Yo, what the fuck is going on here, dude? Let's just change the podcast to Steve-O's potential partners, huh? You want that?
No, Tedward, I don't want that. Not even in answer to your sarcastic quip, but I definitely don't want a podcast with my name in the title.
Hello, this is Tedward Murphy. This is TEDx.
Oh, hi, Tedward. You gonna hang up on me again, or can I just finish talking to Steve-O? I'm still gonna give you your share of gold. Don't be a dick.
You don't be a dick, dude, but yeah, I guess you can talk to.
Hey, Corey, Steve-O here. I'm not sure if Tedward fully understands how you did not have to call back to try and give him 15 gold bars. It's like he doesn't understand they're worth their weight. I mean, it's not like any other Tinder. Dollars and cents rise and fall, but gold, yeah, that's on a whole different standard, dog.
So, Steve-O, you not only want to steal my podcast, but also my ex, dude? What else can you take from me? Want my games and gaming system, dude?
No, dog, I'm not stealing anything from you. This is the jealousy I've heard your exes talk about. I mean, I also would not want to stick around for any more of it. Sorry, Corey, what were you saying? Before you were hung up on.
Well, I was calling to say I'm driving into the city with Tedward's 15 gold bars and would like to drop them off, but also, Steve-O, I'd like to maybe spend some time with you before I head back to Grand Isle. No offense, Tedward, but y'all want to have Smash Brothers tournament, friendships over maybe rivalry. Does that sound good, gentlemen?
And there we go.
Steve-O, bro, dude, you're going down.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm on my way to the city as we speak. I'll swing by the college dorms and we'll smash together later, bros.
Dude, I may have done some hella substance abuse, but I never want real abuse to you or any other, Steve-O. Video games only. I'm sorry I lost my head and got all jealous, dude.
It's cool, dog, but you just gotta remember that we're friends. Friends don't always have to be cool. Friends fight, but I care about you.
Oh shit, dude, yeah. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me now. Smash Brothers before Smash Hoes. Okay, so while Steve-O and Corey are going to sort out the gold drop-off directions, I'm going to try and wrap up the holy trinity of TEDx. Wow. Well, folks, we learned a lot about old Ted Word, and also I've been listening to all my old recordings, and it really seems I did not learn a thing, and maybe I should not be in a relationship till I've truly learned a thing, dude. Relationships are hard, even the non-sexual ones, and I'm not up for doing real shit for a while, dude. Join us maybe next time when I have some other ideas for a podcast type thing. This has been your boy Tedward, and this has been TEDx, dude.
We're into money. We're into money.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah, dog, take a look at my phone. Corey texted me your picture so I know what she looks like.
No, I mean, don't talk during the outro, Steve-O. This was the very last TEDx. Oh, dude.
Okay, yeah, you got it, T-Dog. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking. I'm going to stop talking soon. I'm going to stop talking now.
Howdy there, folks. Gerald Jerry Rodriguez III, proud owner of Jerry's Donuts on St. Claude, where we work tirelessly to cure your hunger. Our donuts are prepared each night to be freshly fried for the morning rush. Our dedicated cooks put their hearts and souls into each jelly-filled donut. Why, as I roam the countryside in search of fresh prey to kill with my teeth, my staff is mixing dough. As my body sprouts hairs and my mouth elongated into a snout filled with razor-sharp teeth, my restaurant workers are mixing the tastiest strawberry jelly and melting down the finest chocolate we can find. No man's hunger can resist the sweet taste of a sugar chocolate glazed donut with sprinkles on top, just like I can't resist howling at the moon and chasing rabbits in a feral state of being hungry for a fresh kill. Now, you don't have to have a liking curse placed upon you to liking a fresh Jerry donut. All you need to do to be like me is dream of having that red fluid drip down your chin
from biting into the soft spot on the side of your praised neck and tearing it away at that prize feast upon which lies at your paws.
So grab your babies and bring your doggies on over to Gerald's Donuts on St. Claude. We're pet friendly, but no cats or silver. With a Jerry's Donut, you will be transformed into a heinous creature of the moon with a hunger that only my donuts can subdue.
Or rabbits. Rabbits also cure that hunger.
But try the donuts first.
The Boomer Zoomer movie review is about to begin in 3, 2, 1, action.
Hello, and welcome to the Zoomer Boomer Movie Review, the show where two generations come together to talk about all things movies. I'm a 22-year-old film critic named Zoomer.
And I'm a 70-year-old film critic named Boomer.
And we love movies.
And I'm Karen. I just love some movies, just not the ones with Nazis or space Nazis or movies where bad things happen. Why can't we have more movies with cats and dogs as friends, like that Milo and Otis movie? They're just the cutest and nothing bad happened in that movie.
Well, Karen, actually, during the movie's production, they did kill more than 20 kittens.
Zuma, please, don't ruin a movie she likes for her. I told her Willy Wonka used Oompa Loompas as slave labor once, and it took her 20 years to get over it.
I did not get over it because I still think they're just friends that help out for a share of the candy. And you're just being mean and to a lovely movie because it's not fancy enough for you.
You got it, sweetheart. You're right. So, but can we just move on?
Fair enough, Boomer. Anyway, today we are continuing our director series with famed Gen X director Kevin Smith. Now, this is not my ideal choice of directors from that time or even that generation. I would low-key much rather do a show on Tarantino or the Coen brothers or either or both of the Andersons, Wes and Paul Thomas, but our producer really stands Smith and has threatened us with docked pay, which is legal in America, especially since we're technically freelancers for WRYAT. So here we are, at least until our union vote goes through.
Stop blabbing out that union propaganda and bad-mouthing the company, Zuma. We need to focus on the real enemy, which in this case is Kevin Smith. The guy's a hack. He lacks any semblance of a craft. I've seen better movies about guys driving fast cars while talking about their families.
In a rare twist of fate, I happen to agree with you, fam. No cap. Kevin Smith films are laden with homophobic jokes and sophomoric subject matter, to say nothing of their sexual politics, which are now considered regressive at best. Since I'm personally not a fan, I decided to bring in someone who can help us talk about the Paul Blart of directors. Please welcome, for the first time on the show, Sal, my they friend.
They friend? Wait, what?
Sal is non-binary, Boomer. Their preferred pronouns are they and them. So, as my partner, they identify as my they friend.
Salutations, everyone. Sal here. I'm so excited to be here with you all and to talk about Kevin Smith.
She's got an interesting haircut, I'll tell you that.
It's they. They have an interesting haircut.
Whoa. So you're dating multiple people now?
I dated a couple people at once. Back in my sock hop days, I would go out with Booma on Thursdays and then Joey LaTourney on Fridays.
Ha! Talk about not getting over things. That Joey LaTourney can rot in hell.
Oh, Booma, I only dated you both for 3 weeks, and then we went steady, and I got married, and the rest is history, and I've been happy ever since. You know, outside of you occasionally trying to ruin my favorite movies.
I did not ruin Beauty and the Beast, okay? It ruined itself by trying to normalize bestiality relationships.
I don't know about that, but it does seem like an abusive relationship.
Thank you, whatever you are.
Her name is Sal, Booma.
Their name is Sal, Karen.
I can speak for myself, Zoomer. Let me actualize my own boundaries.
Sorry, fam. I acknowledge that you're a main character, too.
Jeez. Now they both speak that gobbledygook. Let's just all four just shut up and get through this, okay? I'm presuming this Sal guy is only one person, of course. Maybe all 7 of us just need to shut up.
She's a gal, Booma.
It's they, and I'm only one human being. See, Zoomer? I can stand up for myself.
Jesus. Yes, you can, Sal. Anyway, we'll kick off this this hell of a show, by going back to where it all started with Kevin Smith's debut film, Clerks. Considered a voice of its generation by some, this rough and ragged tale tells the story of 2 store clerks struggling through a single day in the lives of retail workers.
Yeah, this is where it all started.
I already said that, Boomer. Though, TBH, unlike any of Kevin Smith's movies, the production of Clerks is actually an interesting film.
No, not that. This was the movie that inspired all those damn kids not wanting to work anymore. I watched this movie once, and all I remember is one kid didn't want to do any work, and the other one keeps saying he isn't supposed to be at work. Sounds a lot like your generation of me there, pal.
Well, Boomer, first off, this movie came out almost 30 years ago, and secondly, the main character was filling in for someone else at work. That's why he keeps repeating to diminishing returns, I'm not even supposed to be here today. It was supposed to be his day off, and he didn't want to work.
Exactly. Did not want to work. And now, no one does. I rest my case. And if that wasn't bad enough, this garbage was filmed in black and white.
Yes, Kevin Smith wanted the movie to look like it was filmed with a security camera to emphasize the working conditions of the 2 store clerks.
Well, if a movie is in black and white, that means it's a classic. And this trash is not a classic. Classics are classy. And they don't talk about dirty stuff all the time like that Jason and Quiet Bob.
Sal here. I'm just chiming back in to say that I think it is a classic, Boomer. My parental guardian showed me this movie when I was a child, and I thought it was hilarious. It was a charming tale of the friendship of two individuals who were growing up working dead-end jobs and trying to find meaning in their lives. They faced their own mortality, relationship issues, and ultimately questioned what is most important to them in a job and a world that seemingly demands that they feel as unimportant as possible.
I loved it too. Those kids allowed a homeless man to use their bathroom. Even though he died, they were there for him. Too many kids nowadays would let that man die in the streets. And they are from New Jersey. I would not have expected that at all. Everyone I know from New Jersey is in the mafia. Nothing but Italian gangsters there ever since they got off the boat.
Whoa. I'm so sorry, Sal. I should have trigger warned you. Karen and Boomer are not exactly acclimated to modern times yet.
It's all good, fam. I'll meet her where she's at.
See, I don't think it's all good. I sense feelings of abandonment and extreme prejudice from you, Karen.
I didn't abandon New Jersey. New Jersey abandoned itself. And that's why the boardwalk is so disgusting and full of needles today.
Jersey does need to put better drug treatment programs in place.
Super, just go to the next piece of garbage. I got bowling tonight.
Sure thing, Boomer. Next, we're taking a look at Chasing Amy, a story of a male comic book writer who falls in love with a female comic book writer, but there's one hackily contrived 90s hitch. She's a lesbian. But that's not going to stand in the way of the cis-het white male protagonist's dream of getting what he feels he's entitled to, a lesbian's love and affection. And also for said lesbian to no longer be a lesbian. No cap. This movie tries to build the notion that there's a conquest to converting lesbians to heterosexuals and fails to take into account, among many other things, the fluidities of both sexual and gender identity.
Stop it with the sex fluid talk, Zuma. Didn't I tell you kids could be listening to this show?
Okay, all right, Boomer, but back to Chasing Amy. The most stunning example of this film's ignorance is that it completely fails to acknowledge that rather than straight or gay, one can actually be, and I know this will come as a shocker to Kevin Smith, bisexual. Just not in the world of this movie, apparently, as no character says the word bisexual even once in the film. Smith is just far more concerned with trying to push sexuality into one of two binary roles.
I didn't like this movie because of the lesbo girl. Clearly doesn't know what she wants. Do you want a girlfriend or a boyfriend? Gotta pick one, kiddo. Otherwise, you're just greedy.
There's nothing wrong with having girlfriends. I have 3 girlfriends, and I just love them. Even though Chandra won't leave New Jersey like I've been asking.
Not girlfriends, Karen. You're thinking friends that are girls. We're talking about girlfriends, Karen. She kissed girls.
She didn't just kiss girls. She also kissed that man, too. Like Zuma said, maybe she's one of them bipolar girls who likes both boys and girls. I used to practice kissing with my girlfriends as a girl, and that helped me to get really good for you and Joey Laterney.
Wait, did you kiss Joey Laterney?
Just that 3rd Friday, Boomer. But you were better, and that's why I chose you.
Damn it, that Joey Laterney could just definitely rot in hell.
I, for one, practice kissing all the time with my girlfriends, too. Who better to know what a girl wants than a girl? Eh, Karen?
Exactly. We love to gossip.
Wait, you've kissed Lark and Brindley and Shababra? You never told me this, Sal.
Oh, babe, it was just practice. You know you're my main.
Your main? What does that mean?
Listen, this movie is my worst nightmare. You got girls not picking which team they want to bat for, which is annoying, and Kevin Smith making me think he's clever by having a guy like a lesbian, which is frustrating, and you also have the same guy's best friend hitting on him, and I consider that to be a sex crime, to be honest.
Chasing Amy isn't my favorite of Smith's films, but I don't know. At the very least, he was trying to engage with the queer community and ask questions about sexuality you didn't really see asked in other films at the time, especially from a cis-het white male. It may have aged poorly, and he may have been misguided in how he approached this subject matter, But for the romantic comedy genre in 1997, it was at least a little progressive.
Well, while it was considered pretty woke for 1997, Sal, it doesn't really reflect the entire spectrum of sexuality as we know it today. And, I mean, I want to agree with you and respect your story, but we know that bisexuals did, in fact, already exist in 1997, so nope, fam. Chasing Amy is still a cringe-chuggy piece of shit from a director whose lack of experience with the subject matter gave him no business to make the movie he did.
Okay, you do you. I liked it.
Me too. It makes me happy to see a movie where a girl has so many girlfriends.
Karen, I told you.
Boomer, it's just going to distract from the show. Let's move on.
Whatever.
Next up, Dogma. Raised as a Catholic, Kevin Smith decided to explore theology with this 1999 film.
Smith is spitting in the face of God with this one. That's how come God gave him that heart attack a couple of years back. Payback, baby. But it didn't take. Of course it didn't take.
This one I loved. It was such a good Christian movie, not anti-God at all, like my church made it out to be. Angels fighting demons and winning, and God being a woman. Just wonderful.
I also loved this one. It played with combining Christianity and Greek mythology, which was a more sophisticated insight into the function of religion than one might expect from Kevin Smith. I, for one, welcome any attempt to deconstruct our modern-day faith as centuries-old mythology, especially through cinema, which lends the film something of a metatextual quality. What did you think, Z?
Are you for real right now, Sal? Because I'm shook. I'm literally shaking. Because aside from what was clearly an attempt to make an MCU film out of the Bible, it seems to me it's just an unending series of gay panic jokes. But homophobia and organized religion do go hand in hand, so maybe that's just more of the same for you, huh?
Yeah, I agree, Zuma. This movie is an insult to the Lord and to the intelligence of the moviegoer. When my time comes and God outstretches his hand to usher me off of this mortal plane into his kingdom, where my final reward awaits, I can rest easy knowing that because of this film, Kevin Smith will never be granted the same access, and I won't ever have to worry about hearing him say Snoopy Poo Poo or whatever the hell his quiet guy character says.
It's Silent Bob, Boomer, and he doesn't talk at all, except for the fact that he does in every movie, now that I think about it. You know, that's a perfect microcosm of everything wrong with Smith right there. He can't even commit to the silent part of the name of the character that he plays. I'm sorry, fam. I just cannot vibe with this man.
Don't apologize, Zuma. That's the problem with everyone nowadays. They say the rightest thing anyone has ever said, and then some woke warrior gotta go on the computers and do the tweeters about it, and next thing you know, they gotta apologize for the crime of being right and true. If anybody should be apologizing, it should be Kevin goddamn Smith for his goddamn crimes against goddamn God and movies. Why can't you kids do one of your cancel cultures on this guy already, huh?
FWIW, Kevin Smith the person seems to be pretty unproblematic. He's a loyal husband and father and kind to his fans as well as almost everyone he's ever worked with. You may not like his movies, you're entitled to your opinion, but the guy himself seems genuinely decent.
I like his movies.
Me too, Karen. All of them.
All of them? I think I'm going to be sick.
Even Cop Out?
Oh, I love that one. That's the one with the cops, right?
Yes, that's the one with the cops.
Oh, I love that one.
Well, fellow film flexers, we were supposed to end the episode with Dogma, but Sal, and Karen have forced me to add one more Kevin Smith.
For fuck's sake, why are you doing this to me, Zuma? You already know we're both gonna hate it, and they're both gonna love it.
No. There is dead ass no way anyone can love this movie, Boomer. And I want to know what Sal and Karen have to say about it. You could say the fate of at least one of our conscious coupling partnerships depends on it.
Well, it better not be mine, because I have no idea what this is. Now, what the hell movie are you talking about?
I'm talking about Yoga Hosers.
For Christ's sakes!
Kevin Smith's horror comedy about two teenage yoga enthusiasts played by his daughter and the daughter of uber-problematic Johnny Depp, respectively, teaming up with the legendary Manhunter, played by the uber-problematic Johnny Depp, respectively, to fight an ancient evil presence that threatens their major party plans. That evil presence is, of course, an army of miniature Nazis made out of bratwurst, who are referred to in the film as the Bratzis, and are all played by Smith himself. And if you don't have terminal cringe from hearing that description alone, rest assured that after seeing the movie, you absolutely will.
Evil picture. Not right even invoking the memories of the war like that with the little sausage Nazis. Kevin Smith will burn in hell right alongside that degenerate Joey Laterney.
Ooh, little hot dog Nazis. They were cute, reminding me more of little hot dogs than real Nazis. What's not to like?
Everything.
Everything is not to like, Karen.
Well, Zoomer, if you want me to be honest about Yoga Hosers.
I do.
I thought it was a great modern-day retelling of The Thing. My favorite Kevin Smith movie. Hands down.
I am done. I am so done. I just...
Did he mean he was done with the show or done with me?
I can't speak for him, but I know that I'm done with you, pal. Karen, let's go. I got spoiling to do.
Okay, Boomer, just let me grab my clutch.
What did I tell you about saying that?
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Boomer, Zoomer was my ride, so do you think I could maybe get one from you?
I got something you could get, kid. It's called a life. Oh, Karen, my pills.
I know, Boomy. I got him right here in my clutch. Sal, honey, I'm sorry about Zuma, but you don't want to be with someone who breaks up with you just because you like a movie they don't.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Thanks, Karen. I just hope that maybe one day I can have what you and Boomer have.
I'm sure you will, sweetie. And when you find that special person, make sure that they always know their place and remind them that you are the one holding all of the cards at all of the times.
What?
That's how I knew Boomer and I were destined to be together forever. Because of moments like this one right now, where I get to be the one to decide if Boomer lives or dies.
Okay.
This has been the Boomer Zoomer Movie Review.
This has been WRYAT New Orleans Radio. We thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.